Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you how I make roast and potatoes in a Road Pro lunchbox oven. This is of course what ours look like. And if you want to get this oven or the same particular one, or there are several different styles, the link will be down in the description for our Amazon link, and we'll have all this stuff and a few other things that might work for you on your truck or RV or car dwelling. So we're going to start off with showing you what we're using. I always put an aluminum pan in here, even though we're not really going to need it. The juices are not going to come out. I still keep a pan there. It kind of protects the bottom of the roast from getting scorched. So we've got some small potatoes. I use garlic powder, onion powder, salt and pepper. And then, of course, we got our roast over here. And you want to get one that's pretty marbleized and has some fat on it, because that helps keep it pretty tender. And we're also going to be using an oven bag or a crock pot bag, or, you know, there are several different names for it. So let me get the roast and stuff set up and I'll show you what I do. Okay, so I've got my bag opened up, and they're pretty big bags. You're not really going to find a smaller one, but you really want a bigger one to help keep all the juices and stuff in. So what I do, and I wear gloves in the truck while messing with this kind of food, because it is hard to, especially if you don't have a sink right there handy. Okay, so I just put this in the bottom, and then I'm going to go ahead and put my garlic, onion powder, salt, and pepper on it, and I season it really good. I also stab it a couple of times with a knife, just to kind of help the juices sink in there, and it cooks a lot faster that way. You want to season it pretty good, because this is gonna take a lot to flavor. So, and I put the black pepper. I've already got some broke up in there. Now I've got the pink Himalayan salt. Don't worry about that big drop that I put there, because I'm going to kind of work it around on there. Okay. So now I just take the side of the bag and just kind of, that way I'm not touching the meat itself, just work the seasoning in there. Okay, so now I don't even tie this off, and I know it's raw meat, but I'm going to go ahead and just pour the potatoes right on top of the roast, because I want the juices from the roast to cook the potatoes, and the flavors to get soaked up in the potatoes. And so I'm just going to pour those all in there. That one does not want to come out. It says help me. So now what I do is I just take my knife and I kind of poke some holes in the roast, and then poke a few holes in the potatoes. Not real, I don't cut all the way through, just little holes. That way they can kind of get the juices soaked up in them. Let me do this with both hands. Okay, so now you see I've got the pan inside here, and I just got the potatoes sitting directly on top. So now we're going to tie this bag up. These are great because they come with little things here that we can tie the bag up with. So that works great, because then you can just slice this off at the end and not have to worry about trying to unknot the bag. Another important step that I almost forgot this time is I pour just a little bit of water, probably a half a cup or so of water down in the bottom of it. That way it kind of helps it steam up, because you want this bag to be full of steam. That's what helps it cook, because it takes a while anyway. So you want to like give it the best way to heat up, and that definitely worked last time. Okay, so now you see we have our bag tied up, but now I'm going to vent the bag by poking holes in it. Don't poke any holes down below where your potatoes are. You want all the holes to be up top. That way it helps the steam escape and helps it cook, but it also doesn't make the bag get really big and blow up. So you definitely want to make the vent holes in this. Okay, so now the roast is in here. I've got it shut up. Again, don't look at the outside of our lunchbox cooker because this is very old and it's still working amazing. And we are going to start showing you a lot more recipes of stuff that we do in here. So what you do now is it's about 1:30. And I'm going to let this cook for about 4 hours. 3.5, 4 hours is what it took last time. This way you put it on at lunch, it's ready by dinner. And you just set it and forget it. I'm just going to set it back here. I did put this towel here just in case there is any of the steam that kind of leaks out a little bit. I don't want it leaking out under our bed. So, but halfway through I'll come and I'll show you how it's doing, and then we'll show you the end result. Okay, so we are gonna open this up and just see how it's doing. You can kind of see the steam in here. And it has been about an hour and 45 minutes. You can see how much juice is already in the bottom of that. That's why we put the pan here, because we want it to build up the juice. We don't want it to just like scorch the bottom of it. Some of the potatoes are already starting to get a little soft, but they're still pretty hard. So we still probably have about another hour and a half, 2 hours, but I just wanted to see, you know, all the condensation and how much steam, and it is very hot. So we'll check back soon. Okay, we're going to check on this. It's been almost 3 hours. Ooh, potatoes are getting tender. It's getting very juicy. You can see how much steam is in that. So we got about another, what do you say, babe? About another hour, and then we'll be at the spot where we are stopping for a little while, and then we're gonna eat. So as soon as we get there, and you can see this towel, it's warm, but it's not hot. So, and this towel has been doing a really good job of keeping it still and not falling over and stuff. So, all right. Next time you see us, we will be pulling this out. Okay, we have stopped for the night, so we are going to eat. Or we haven't stopped for the night, we just stopped because we got to wait to get called to the well. So you can see, oh yeah, potatoes are tender. And there's a lot of juice in here today. I like seeing that because that means the potatoes are all good and coated. So I'm going to get these pulled out and separated, and I'll show you the final product. So I want y'all to see this. As I'm trying to pull the roast out, it is just like falling apart, and it's so hard to get out of here tonight because it's like so tender. So anyway, I'm going to get our plates made, and then I'll show you what we got here. There's the taters. They look so good, and they're very tender too. They just break apart. So yeah, be right back. So I am gonna make a plate, and this wasn't a very big roast, but it's enough for me and Cody, you know, and it does the job. So if there's like one person using this, you can make this roast and then save some of the meat to make like barbecue sandwiches or something like that. And that would be really good. So let me just get some of this on here, and then we're eating really good tonight. So you see the potatoes and everything are falling apart. So I know we're both going to be happy about this. It is cold today, so this was a really good meal to make today, and we'll have a hot meal in the truck that we didn't have to go spend a crap ton of money on. So I hope y'all enjoyed, and if you want one of these cookers, and it's easy cleanup, so I'll just be pulling this up, and the bottom of it's clean. Throw this all away, pour the juice out, and we're good to go. So if you want one of these, click the link down in the description below and go get you one. All right, bye y'all.